Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, to your favorite Clone Wars review show with the new Force Order. It is the Clone War Report coming live, well, not live, taped to live, from the War Room. It's myself, just off the heels of another successful victory at my debut at New Evolution Wrestling, where I came out, stole the show, and defeated Andrew Anderson with the simplest of ease. And I punched that big Mama Luke right in the mouth, Mr. Big, for talking all that trash. I gave him a knuckle sandwich, and I went home happy. And now I'm here.
Double the meat.
Yeah. Now I'm here with the scruffiest nerf herders in the galaxy far, far away. We are the New Force Order
For life.
podcast. I am your champion. 3 belts holding multi-heavyweight champion right now, the Greek god, aka the Greek god Papadon, aka GGP. This way you guys know what GGNP stand for. Alongside with me, I have a very multitasking, kung fu grip having, thunder stealing medical droid who's painting beasts gonads right now.
No more beast. Beast is done.
And alongside with him, I have a malicious, vindictive, working around the clock, burning the midnight oil so he could save up enough scarol to go buy the Revan Hasbro lightsaber. Boy, smart enough to mark.
I am the Dark Lord of the podcast, the Sithari, the Rampaging Reverend Kiss, the Butcher, saving up to buy that beautiful lightsaber, your boy Spiro, aka Darth Spyridon.
And I am smarter than 21B, more technical than FX7, the god of steel and thunder. And I've already bought way too much fucking shit this week, so I'm not saving any money for anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn how to speak into a microphone full of his enthusiasm and charisma, reach out to Dr. Destroyo, because he doesn't only steal thunder and break hearts, he teaches everybody how to talk like a fucking Fanzanut.
I'm a Fonz nude now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, enough shenanigans. We're going to make this really quick. We're going over episode 3 of the Clone Wars in season 7. The name of the episode was called On the Wings of the Kiridax. On the Wings of Kiridax. So if you don't know what Kiridax are, the flying lizards that the people at the planet that they're on like to ride around on. Boys, one word. What do you guys think of the episode?
Fun.
Predictable to a point.
It's fucking. I can't even fucking.
I know, sorry.
What am I? And the words. Who's the listener? What a maroon. Who said that in one
What
of
a maroon.
Hans.
Hans. Well, how can I forget Hans? Huh? Anyhow,
He won't let you next week with a fucking email that's 17 pages long.
Captain Shinebox himself. Let me think. Typical.
That works.
So if you guys out there don't know why we just said what we said, basically there was a clone by the name of Echo. Everyone thought he was gone. He kicked out at 2 3/4, false finish, folks, and he was captured by the Techno Union, if that's what they're called, who are allegedly in the middle, like Sweden, neutral. But what they're doing is they're just war profiteers. They're selling to both sides. So now they're selling to the separatists because they got this guy Matrix style, all jacked up and hooked up into a computer, and they're using his knowledge of
tactics,
of Tecmo Bowl and Madden 99 plays, and this way they can intercept the ball on the 1-yard line and run it back with Bo Jackson for a touchdown. So boys,
they got to get the Game Genie out so they can get that done.
Oh, shit.
Game Genie. Wow, totally forgot about that.
I think
Fucking Game Shark.
I think it was the bomb.
Jesus Christ. So lo and behold, They go to the planet. They find out he's alive. The Bad Batch, Anakin, and Captain Rex. So they apprehend. They invade. They apprehend Echo, and they're supposed to get him out. Now the hard part was getting in. The harder part's now getting out, and this is where we are in episode 3, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, someone take the wheel.
All right. So what happens here? They gotta hold off the fucking droids and all that shit till what's his name? The fucking tech guy. Tech, right? Tech.
That's his name. Yeah.
Tech. All right. Okay. Tech figures out how to unplug Echo without killing him.
It's
They
easy.
figure
Just
it out.
pull the plug out. I mean, it's like when the microwave is not working. Just pull the fucking thing out, put it back in.
That's it, man. Right?
It's not a big deal.
They should have used the code.
Yo, the interesting part about this, and I read this in an article the day after we saw this, or actually the night of, there was a scene cut from this. It actually aired. What was it? They had aired like 7 episodes back then on YouTube.
Yeah, some kind of gimmick. It was all unfinished footage.
The storyboards or something.
Yeah, it didn't really. It's not something really that would make the fucking episode any better. But at the same time, I don't think it's this big deal that they made it out to be. What was it? The fucking thing would. They wanted to like demonstrate what that fucking gadget, that fucking ball that it went in there. If it fucking tries to fucking track anything that's organic, and when it finds it, it turns it into fucking jelly, right? So apparently
Was
Disney
that the
felt,
ball that Boba Fett had in his mouth in the last episode?
Yeah. The ball gag? No, I don't think so.
but
You talk about the ball that was burning a hole through the
right, that thing, yeah.
the doors. Yeah.
Was it the incinerator?
I forgot. I'm not sure what the fuck they had called that shit.
Whatever.
But, yeah. So, I guess Disney felt that it was too much to fucking show them, and it was cruel to show them demonstrating what it does. Anyway.
Really? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Moving along, they find this nice opening up on the fucking ceiling. I don't get why, instead of fucking Anakin just force pushing everybody up there, this dude comes, the fucking big guy, the wreck guy, starts grabbing everybody one by one, throwing them up.
I love that part.
No,
Well, it was hilarious, but I agree with Spiro, the fact that Anakin was like, "No, I got it," and then jumped himself up there. He could have levitated everybody up there by himself, so that made no sense.
But you know what, man? But I get it. I guess they wanted to show him off, to put him over more.
He had to get his shine.
Exactly. I think, and I don't know, but you guys probably felt it too. I thought we were gonna see Wrecker do the job there, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end.
Sacrifice himself. But then Homeboy said, "What the fuck?" He fucking grabbed him and did the force thing to pull him up, and then they had that fucking tightrope trick there going, right?
Yeah, when they were climbing across the rope to get to the opposite side, then they got trapped on both sides by the droids. Is it me or those droids look awfully like the Geonosians with the wings and like the faces and the heads?
And you know what's funny? When they started to fly, I could have swore they were gonna go. They fly now. They fly now. They fly now. I was waiting for a callback to the movie, but
That would have been a pop.
Yeah, but didn't somebody actually say they fly?
Yeah, but they didn't present it. They didn't present it like it did in the movie.
They didn't do it the same way.
Yeah. Then what happened there? They wanted it. They were trapped from both sides. So Tech, he put out a fucking call to those bat things and shit, and they showed up. They all jumped. They went back to the village or whoever, and then they gave them that big speech there, right?
Yeah. Well, they got the heat initially from them because they were pissed off that their rule was we don't want to bring this war to our land, blah blah blah, and then they did, so they got all pissy that was actually happening. So, and then they had to convince them that regardless, because of the Techno Federation is playing both sides, that they have to get involved, and they did.
They had one scene that I popped for, where the droid attacked one of the guys and killed him in cold blood, and they actually showed it. You guys know what I'm talking about?
One of the those alien guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I didn't think they were to show it, but he showed him that he was on top of him. He just mounted him and shot him. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Listen. This is war, man. Disney's got to know that, despite the fact that this is a cartoon, they got to present it in the right way. If not, they're not going to get the fans that have
How
been sitting
dare
here
you?
for the last 12 years.
How dare you?
How dare I what?
You're painting Frank's castle over there, and you're saying it's a cartoon. Star Wars is real.
Yes.
This is a documentary series.
I apologize.
Remember, this happened a long time ago in the galaxy far, far away.
Apparently, Papadon still has the coronavirus, by the way.
Oh,
so.
No, I just I got the Elmhurst flu.
Yeah.
The Elmhurst flu, man.
2
Yo,
weeks
but
in a
look,
row.
man. Yo, so then let me ask you this.
Clever
They
editing.
felt that turning a guy to fucking jelly was worse than
Shooting
that
in cold
scene
blood.
there.
Yeah.
And maybe you know what? That's what everyone's saying. But maybe when they finalized it and they showed it, maybe it just didn't look good and they just cut it out. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, man. You know, what I'm
Because that
saying?
thing really
That's
didn't.
fine.
Yeah, but that could be the reality. It's just some of these dirt sheet guys are just saying that for clickbait. They don't have an
Absolutely,
actual,
man.
so
Listen, bro, we all know it, man. There's a lot of Dave Meltzer type fucks out there that like to report on Star Wars, and they probably played it out to be some SJW shit. Oh, they thought it was too, violent. Yeah, it could have been that, bro.
whatever. I mean, to be honest, with you, even if they would have left it in, it wouldn't have made a difference. It wouldn't have made the episode
Not
any
really.
better. It didn't add anything,
Yeah, it's not changing anything.
So, I did like the fact Anakin went ham on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And he took out those droids, those big walker droids, and Rex. Oh no, Echo goes to Anakin, still showing off, huh? And he goes, "You know me."
Yeah,
And
that was I popped for that one for
dope.
sure. That was good.
That was great.
And you guys noticed I said it last week. The Echo was looked like he was half mechanical from the waist down.
Oh
Yeah, he was.
shit, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I
He got
peeped that
he's all messed up. He looks like a horror movie. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's great. It's going to be interesting to see, during the next couple episodes, how they're going to incorporate him and what's going on into the rest of the series. Because, jumping to the end of the episode, if I may, I can't remember the exact words that they had between each other, but him and Rex were like, "Oh, it's like
It'll
old
be like
times.
old times.
Yeah, old times, or whatever it was." And then he gave him "Oh yeah, old times." Then we turned around, he had this kind of weird look in his face.
Like it was very
almost like the Techno Federation planned on him getting captured. So now they have like a mole inside the rebellion.
Now, question: how messed up would it be if it ends up being he's a spy, and if it's all a work by the techno guys, and that in order to take him out, Rex has to put him down?
Well, listen, that's some good writing right there. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it did end that shot looked kind of
It was flat.
suspect to me, man. you
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
It wasn't too over the top where he was conniving a plan, but it didn't look like he was happy to be there. You know what I mean? He had that Menza type of I see for you Puerto Ricans.
I see what? The police coming? What?
Type of look on his face. But anyway, great visuals, great action, I thought. To be honest, if you played all 3 episodes back to back as one big giant film, it would be a great movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Anything you guys didn't like in the episode?
You know what, man? I just feel as much as I enjoyed all three episodes so far, it feels like every episode I'm watching the same one so far.
That's exactly what I felt like too. It
Yeah,
was
I
very,
agree.
very, very
I
similar.
agree.
You know, I mean, but I mean, did I like it? Did I enjoy it? Yeah, but bro, with three episodes in, I don't know about this formula about these three episode arcs, man. They got a lot of shit they need to fucking tie up, man. I mean,
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
this is
I
the problem.
totally agree with you guys, but in Filoni, I trust. So I'm pretty sure, and I'm praying that the next few episodes, and obviously the back end of the series, the last six, are going to be gangbusters. Nothing but full-fledged action and in-depth storytelling where they tie it to uh, um, Revenge of the Sith and Order
Yeah,
66.
well, it better be.
So, question. They're saying that Rex is going to be on Mandalore with Ahsoka when Order 66 goes around. And then Rex has to help Ahsoka leave in order for her to get her out of there. You know what I'm saying? But if we know in Rebels, which Doc doesn't know because he didn't watch it because he's a fake Star Wars fan, right? Um, Doc, Gregor, and Wolf took out their chips. So how did they take him out? How do they know how to take him out? Did Echo smarten them up in the down the road? And if that's the case, what happened to the Bad Batch? Do they have chips in their head? Do they not because they're mutated? Do they sacrifice themselves to save Ahsoka and save what's his name, Rex down the line? I don't
you
know, man.
know, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't bother to chip them because they saw these guys as fucking extremely expendable guys who weren't gonna be around that long.
Yep.
But I see them being a fucking problem. I see them being a threat, and they're to me, by the end of the episode, man, they're gonna have to fucking die, bro. I think there's gonna be a crazy death. You know?
I think it makes the most sense too. I agree with you. Um, I read something earlier today. Somebody was speculating on what he thinks the Kenobi series is going to be, and he took a little different turn than we did. Instead of using Mace as the antagonist, he said, what if it's Commander Cody who is tracking down Obi-Wan Kenobi just to finish his final mission that he was given Order 66 and he never killed Kenobi. And what planet were they in? With Grievous? I can't remember.
Genosis.
Genosis. And what if it's Cody who's like all grizzled and like completely separated from the Empire, but the chip is still in his head and he still has to finish this last job. That could also be a great series too.
Yeah, but the only problem is this: he thought he got Kenobi, and how
But
does
then
he?
hey, listen,
Well, hold
whatever.
on. Oh, hold on. I'm not shitting on it, dude. It's not like it's a double agent theory. All I'm saying is, secret agent, man.
There's a moratorium on that now since the movies have been released and it's over. Okay.
Okay. The problem is, he thinks he's dead, right? For if any which way that they find out he comes back to life and he has to go end the mission, how does he know he went to Tatooine? No one knows he's in Tatooine except Jimmy Smits and Yoda. So one of those guys is going to turn into Henry Hill or Alex Arroyo and drop dime.
Damn, bro. Oh man.
Disrespectful. Anyway.
Yo, have you guys seen any previews for the next one yet? No, right?
Nope.
No.
It's too soon, right? Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear about the finish that I wanted to do in my match?
Shoot.
I wanted to come into the ring with a little Chinese boy and have him fake the cough on the ref.
And the ref ducks.
Yeah. And then I can kick the guy in the balls and roll him up.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
but I didn't have any short rounds with me.
Yeah. Puppy.
Dr. Jones.
You
Indy,
should
carry
have
your
had.
hat.
You should have had a bunch of druids show up surrounding him and shit, and then have the one behind him take off the hood and reveal it to be Rose Tico and shit, and just cough and sneeze on him and yeah, bro.
You guys are feeding this this coronavirus thing over here. Okay, stop it. Leave all our Asian friends alone. Okay,
We're driving business for you, Doc.
that's right. I don't need any fucking business from this.
So you can buy more Bespin Lukes.
I don't get paid by the patient.
Yo, when is it safe, man, to go back to number one Hunan and the Panda Expresses and shit, man?
You can go back now. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God, man. Man, I've been fiending and shit.
You've been on a strict diet of gyros since then?
Yeah.
Doc, I know you like going to these places. When's it safe to go back to these rub and tug places?
I haven't stopped. I'm patient 0 for corona flu.
I saw the greatest meme today. It was a picture of the ECW arena, 2300 Rittner, and they said if you use the bathroom, the old ECW arena, you're immune to the coronavirus. I popped huge because those bathrooms were disgusting.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, if you needed a tetanus shot, just take a piss in that fucking place.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, back to Star Wars. All right, so what do you guys think the next arc's going to be? Do you think it's the Mandalore arc, or?
I think they got to get to that at some point and fast. So
they got to get to it, and then they got to end with the whole order. Well, you can't even end it with them going to save the Chancellor, because they got to end it with Order 66, and I have a feeling that they might even show bits and pieces of Vader in the black suit at the end of the series. Yay or nay? You guys think they're gonna show it or no?
It depends how much they dovetail into the Revenge of the Sith. So I think if they really want to wrap it up, they gotta go that way. Because if not, there's always going to be potential to open it up again and do stuff if they haven't gotten to Order 66 yet.
Yo, I'll tell you how I would do it, man. I would have the end of it. I would have a band, or maybe even just one lone Jedi trying to live undercover and shit. You know, nobody even assumes or suspects that he's Force sensitive.
And they get him.
You know, and then out of nowhere, man, fucking his damn door to his place comes down, and it's fucking Vader. And the last scene is the saber just going, and then you just fade to fucking black and shit, you know?
How great would it be if they ended the Clone Wars right before Revenge of the Sith, and then they tell us that Filoni's doing a new cartoon called Order 66, where it shows the shit that happens during Revenge of the Sith and then after Revenge of the Sith. Just give me two or three seasons of that, them hunting Jedis, them cleaning everything up. That'd be fucking awesome.
Jesus, dude. Gush. Major gush.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What if they did that? What if at the end of that Order 66 series, Vader turns on the clones and eliminates all the clones?
That'd be dope. It'll explain a lot of things and fill a lot of plot holes.
Oh yeah.
Just goes, the Emperor looks at Vader and goes, "Do it. It is time. Take out the clones.
Execute Order 69.
Execute Order 67."
Yo, didn't they have a fucking comic or something where the clones that served under Vader kind of find out or fucking had a feeling he was Anakin, and then he just fucking like sliced them all up and shit?
No, what happened was he was on the plane with Jocasta Nu, the librarian.
Right.
And she says, "You're taking orders from a Jedi. This is Anakin Skywalker." And he force pushes them all out to their death. And he looks at her and goes, "That one was on you. Their blood's on your hand," or something like that. You know. So Vader's a badass, dude. So
yeah. Yo, let me ask you, why do you think he wanted to keep his identity hidden? Is it because propaganda that, that we killed the fucking hero Anakin shit? So I don't know.
I have no idea. It's a good question. Uh, I guess people, if they found out that the Jedi turned and he used to be a Jedi and he killed a lot of separatists beforehand, then maybe they want to execute revenge.
Possible.
For killing a couple of their peeps. I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
because Vader and Anakin are two different people because of split personality. So in actuality, Anakin is dead. You know what I'm saying? And Vader's here.
Yep.
And then when so
Right.
they can even play that too, almost like what was that M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah, there's a few of them. Split or
Split. Yeah, the first one where you realize it's a sequel to Glass. No,
no, secret to in Untouchable,
Untouchable,
Invincible,
yeah, whatever.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. There you go.
So that's how I see Vader. I see Vader as someone who's going through not post trauma, but more of a when his mother passed, something unlocked, a personality came out that got unlocked. That was all anger. And when he's in that mode, there is no Anakin. It's only Vader. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
But whatever. That's it. What?
There's a lot of money on the table with this. I mean, there's a lot of story to tell that we don't know, especially about how they clean up the Jedi after that. There's a lot of uncanon stuff, canon stuff that's out there. So why not go down that route? I'm sure somebody would love to tell those stories about how they killed those Jedis and what happened to the clone troopers after that. I mean,
dude, I would love it if they did a live action version like that, dude.
Right.
Either way, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect money sense. Because I doubt they're going to go into Order 66 on this season because they're already 4 episodes in and they haven't even gotten close to it. So,
well, they have to tie it, unless the ending is going to be they're leaving to go save the Chancellor. I mean, I don't know, but whatever.
They can't, man. They you know what, man? We already saw Revenge of the Sith. We know what's going to happen. To me, they need to. The finish should be them jumping forward to the future after that.
I agree.
So I don't know.
And we're definitely going to see Maul versus Ahsoka, so that should be good. Maybe that's how he gets on Mandalore. Not Mandalore. Is it Moraban or Korriban?
Aren't they both the same planet?
Yeah, but one was the old legend.
Though.
Yeah, one was Legends. One is, I think it's Moraban now, right?
Yeah.
So when we see him in Rebels, Doc doesn't know, he doesn't watch Rebels, and they find down there how he got there. No one knows. Maybe that's where he bounced after Ahsoka kicked his ass. Who knows? I have no idea. Anyway, let them know where they can find you guys at.
You could find me at Dr_Destroyo, DESTRROYO on Instagram, Alex Arroyo MD on Twitter, and Alex Arroyo on Facebook.
You can find me Spiro_A on Instagram, as well as Darth_Spyridon, Handsome Reaper on Twitter, Handsome Reaper Productions on Facebook.
You can find me at Greeka Papadon on Twitter and on Instagram, Demetrius Papadon on Facebook. You can find the three of us on at NFO_podcast on Twitter, New Force Order on Instagram, official New Force Order on Facebook. We have a website where you can buy merch. Hence, buy merch. Hint, hint, you bunch of MULF milking Anyway, it is
buy the merch.
Buy the merch. NewForceOrder.com. It's not difficult. Name of the show, New Force Order. Name of the website, NewForceOrder.com. Say it with me, NewForceOrder.com. Buy a shirt. And you could go send us emails telling us how lovely of a job we're doing, entertaining all the masses, even though you're all a bunch of penny pinching. Anyhow. And if you guys want to buy the non-canon Revan Saber for our Dark Sith Lord, you could just send an email and then we'll forward his PayPal to you, or you could buy it and we'll give you an address you can send it to, and you can make Spiro a very happy boy. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Clone War Report, live to tape from the war room. Excuse me, from the war room. Doc's painting Frank's castle in the bunker. Spiro is doing his thing, not saying anything to anybody because bad boys move in silence. I'm over here being all victorious and winning championships and stealing the show with the Elmhurst flu. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for joining us for another exciting episode of CWR, Clone War Report, brought to you by the New Force Order.
For life.
And that's just too sweet.
It's full of charisma, this guy, I swear. We'll see you guys on Tuesday when we do give you the next episode, our first episode in our second year. So stay tuned. We're going to be tearing it down. We'll be breaking the walls down. It'll be coming down and it'll hurt inside. But at the end of the day, it'll be a lot of fun. So until then, keep cloning around. I don't know how to sign off, so someone please take the reins.
Keep cloning around. I like that.
Keep
until
cloning
then,
around.
The Emperor may have executed Order 66, but you should be only executing Order 69 on your loved ones.
Okay, can't finish higher than that. All right, ladies, good night.
Peace.